The graduation stage lights burned white-hot. I stood there in my cap and gown, clutching the valedictorian medal they just hung around my neck. My mother wouldn't even look at me. Instead, she was busy snapping photos of my little sister Chloe, who was holding a bouquet almost bigger than her, smiling like she'd earned something. Dad finally glanced up, forced a tight smile, and mouthed, "Good job, Emily." Good job. That was it. After 4 years of perfect grades, scholarships, and never once asking them for a dime, good job. While Chloe, sweet, perfect Chloe, had barely graduated high school with a 2.3 and a trail of excuses, and still somehow, she was the one they were proud of. My name is Emily, and this is the story of how I finally stopped trying to be their daughter and became the woman they would never, ever forget. It all exploded 3 weeks later. Family dinner, Sunday, like always. The same oak table we'd eaten at since I was 5. Mom had made Chloe's favorite, chicken parmesan, not mine, never mine. I was home from college for the weekend trying to share my news. I slid the envelope across the table, the one with the Stanford Law acceptance letter, top 1%, full ride. I waited. Silence. Chloe was scrolling on her phone. Dad was cutting his chicken. Mom finally picked it up, skimmed it, and set it down like junk mail. "That's nice, honey," she said, not even looking at me. "But are you sure you want to be away for 3 more years? You know how lonely you get." Lonely? I stared at her. I'd spent every holiday alone in my dorm because they couldn't afford to fly me home. But Chloe? They flew her to Miami last month just because she needed a break. I laughed. Couldn't help it. It came out sharp. Bitter. "Lonely?" I repeated. "Right. Because you've always been so worried about that." Dad put his fork down, hard. "Emily," he warned, "don't start." "Don't start," I said, voice rising. "I just got into Stanford Law. Full scholarship. And that's all you have to say?" Chloe rolled her eyes. "Here we go again," she muttered. "St. Emily needs everyone to clap for her." Mom reached over and squeezed Chloe's hand. "Baby, it's okay. Your sister's just intense. Always has been. Intense. That word. They'd used it my whole life. Too intense, too serious, too ambitious, too much, while Chloe was sweet, bubbly, fun. Translation, easier to love. I looked around that table, at the family who'd spent 18 years telling me I was the problem, the difficult one, the one who made everything dramatic, and something inside me snapped, quietly, cleanly, like a bone finally giving way after years of pressure. I stood up, pushed my chair back. "I'm done," I said. Mom frowned. "Done with what?" "Dinner. This family, pretending." Dad's face went red. "Sit down, Emily." "No," I said. "I won't." I looked at Chloe, smirking behind her phone. At Mom, already turning back to her favorite daughter. At Dad, who couldn't even meet my eyes. "I've spent my whole life trying to make you proud," I said quietly. "And I just realized you're not capable of it." I walked out. Didn't slam the door, just closed it. Softly, like I was closing a chapter. They didn't call after me. Didn't text. Didn't apologize. 3 days later, Chloe posted on Instagram a photo of her in front of my childhood bedroom, empty. Caption, "Finally turning Emily's old room into my walk-in closet. Dreams do come true," with the crying, laughing emoji and a heart from Mom. That was the moment I decided. Not to cry, not to beg, but to disappear and become someone they could never touch again. 6 months later, I was living in a studio apartment in San Francisco. No furniture except a mattress and a desk. I worked 3 jobs, bartended at night, tutored LSAT mornings, interned unpaid at a law firm in the afternoons. I didn't sleep, didn't eat much, didn't date. I just worked. Because every time I closed my eyes, I saw Chloe's Instagram post. My room, gone, my childhood, erased, like I never existed. Then came the call, from Mom. I let it ring. She left a voicemail. "Emily, honey, we miss you. Chloe's having a hard time. She got fired again. She's really depressed. Maybe, if you came home, you could help talk to her." I deleted it. Blocked the number. But 2 weeks later, Chloe showed up at my apartment. Unannounced. Crying, makeup running, designer bag, new haircut, same victim act. "Emmy," she sobbed, throwing herself into my arms. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I was just joking about the closet thing. Mom made me post it." I stood there, didn't hug her back. She pulled away, confused. "Aren't you going to let me in?" "No," I said. She blinked. "What?" I said no. Her tears dried up fast. "You're seriously still mad? Over a room?" "It was never about the room, Chloe." She laughed. That same fake little laugh from graduation. God, you're so dramatic. Mom was right. Then she looked around my empty apartment. Wow, this place is depressing. No wonder you're miserable. I smiled. Cold, empty. I'm not miserable, I said. I'm free. She rolled her eyes. Whatever. I came here because Mom's worried, and because, well, I kind of need a place to crash for a bit. I stared at her. You're joking. No. My roommate kicked me out, and I can't go home. Dad's being a total jerk about money. Please, Emmy, you're my sister. I stepped back, closed the door, locked it. She banged for 20 minutes, screamed that I was heartless, that I'd regret it, that I'd always been jealous of her. I put on headphones, turned up the music, and kept studying. That night, I made a decision. I was done being invisible, done being the problem. I started building, quietly, a LinkedIn, a portfolio, a reputation. I volunteered for the hardest cases at the firm, stayed late, asked questions, took notes, impressed people. One partner, a woman named Vanessa, noticed. She pulled me aside one day. You're good, she said. Really good. But you carry something heavy. Want to tell me what it is? I almost laughed. No, I said, but I'll use it. She smiled. That's what I thought. She started mentoring me, gave me real cases, taught me how to win, how to fight, how to never blink first. And I didn't. Not once. Meanwhile, back home, things were falling apart. I heard through a mutual friend. Chloe had totaled Dad's car, got caught stealing from Mom's purse, was dating some guy twice her age who managed her influencer career. Dad lost his job. Mom was drinking again. They were drowning, and every month, like clockwork, a new message from a new number. Emily, please call. We need you. Your sister's in trouble. I never answered. Not once. Then came the day everything changed. Vanessa called me into her office, closed the door. You've been killing it, she said. And there's an opportunity. Big one. I waited. A new firm is opening in New York. Top tier. They're looking for a first-year associate with fire. Someone hungry. Someone who doesn't lose. She slid a folder across the desk. My name was on it. Offer letter. 6 figures. Signing bonus. Corner office track. I stared at it. Couldn't breathe. This is real? I whispered. It's real, she said. And they want you. Because I told them what you're capable of. I looked up at her, tears in my eyes. Not from sadness, from rage, from relief, from finally being seen. I took the job, signed the same day, and then I did something I'd been waiting years to do. I changed my last name. Legally, dropped theirs, took Vanessa's advice, chose something strong, something mine. Emily Quinn. No more ties, no more chains, just me, and a future I built with my own hands. 2 years later, Manhattan, I was 27, junior associate at one of the most prestigious firms in the country. I'd won my first 7 cases, made partner track at record speed, lived in a penthouse I paid for myself, wore suits that cost more than my parents' mortgage, and I hadn't spoken to my family in over 3 years, not once. Then one day, my assistant buzzed me. There's a woman here to see you. She says it's urgent. Family emergency. I froze. Knew who it was before she even said the name, Chloe. I should have said no. Should have had security escort her out. But something dark inside me smiled. Send her in, I said. The door opened, and there she was, my little sister. But not the Chloe I remembered. This one was thin, eyes sunken, hair dyed cheap blonde, wearing a coat 2 sizes too big. She looked broken. Emmy, she whispered. I didn't stand up. Didn't smile, just looked at her, cold. It's Emily Quinn now, I said. How did you find me? She started crying immediately. I Googled you. Everyone's talking about you. You're like famous now, in law. There was an article. She held up a crumpled magazine, my face on the cover. 30 under 30, the future of law. She stared at it like it was a ghost. You did it, she said. You really did it. I leaned back in my chair. What do you want, Chloe? She flinched. I need help. Of course she did. Mom's sick, she sobbed. Really sick. Cancer. And Dad, he left. Took everything. We're getting evicted. I have nowhere to go. Please, Emily, I'm so sorry. For everything. I was awful to you. We all were. But you're successful now. You can help us. Please. I let her cry, let the silence stretch, watched her fall apart in my office, in the life I built without them. Then I pressed the intercom. "Security," I said calmly. "Please escort this woman out." Chloe's head snapped up. "What?" 2 guards appeared. She started screaming. "You can't do this! I'm your sister!" "You stopped being my sister," I said, "the day you turned my room into a closet." They dragged her out. She was kicking, cursing, telling everyone in the hallway I was heartless, a monster, that I'd abandoned my dying mother. I closed my office door, sat down, and for the first time in years, I cried. Not for them, for the little girl who used to believe love was earned, who thought if she just tried harder, they'd choose her. That little girl was gone, and in her place was me. 1 year later, I won the biggest case of my career, made partner, youngest in firm history. The ceremony was black tie, champagne, applause, cameras. I stood on that stage in a custom gown, looked out at the crowd, and smiled. Real this time, because none of them were there. Not Mom, not Dad, not Chloe. They didn't even know. I'd made sure of it. Blocked, deleted, erased. Then, after the speeches, I got a letter, handwritten, from Mom. I almost threw it away, but I opened it. Inside was a single photo. Me at 8 years old, holding Chloe as a baby, both of us smiling, and a note. I was wrong. You were never the problem. You were the strongest thing I ever made, and I let you go. I don't deserve forgiveness, but I need you to know I see you now, and I'm proud, even if it's too late. Mom. I stared at it for a long time. Then I put it in a drawer, closed it, and went home to my apartment, my life, my peace. Some wounds don't heal with apologies. Some families aren't worth going back to. Sometimes. The greatest revenge isn't destruction. It's becoming everything they said you never could, without them. I never spoke to them again, but I kept that photo. Not for them, for her, the little girl who needed proof that she was always enough. What would you do if this happened to you? Tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching Revenge Cut. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of betrayal, justice, and redemption. Until next time, stay strong and never stop believing in your truth.